Right, welcome back everyone. Time to unbag the swing arm. So, rip the damn thing open.
Same colour.
Get that. I'm well impressed with this camera. The quality is brilliant. Come on, off you come. There we go. Right. Spindle is in the back there. So what I'm going to do is put on the, where is it now? The purple wheel, which is there. That's going to go in here. So I'll cut back and you will see that wheel in here. Right, Project Pinky is on its way. We got the wheel in the put your words back in. Got the temporary wheel in the swing arm. It's real. I keep doing this. Reason why it's temporary is because there's no sprocket carrier there, as you can see between the swing arm and the wheel. That's because obviously, as I said before, this wheel is not staying here. It's just so that I can put the frame back together and have it rolling. So yeah, next thing is to connect the swing arm into the back of the frame, and then after that, I know I was going to change the bolts from the top of the headstock, but I'm going to put them back in anyway, so I can put the forks back in, as you saw in a previous video, because it comes flush to the top of here, so the forks will stay in position. Then I can move the bike around, I can organise things in here a bit better, and yeah, there we go. Right, move on to the next section. You'll see the swing arm attached to the frame. I just wanted to quickly go over this spindle arrangement to put the swing arm into the frame. You have here your, try and get the camera held properly. You've got your main spindle, and you've got two collars here, and you have obviously the nut that goes on the end. You also have this shaft here, which is straight through. That goes into the swing arm itself. Then you've got your bearings inside there, and also you've got your grease nipples on the underneath. You've then got that rubber seal which goes in the flanged side, which is wider, hence being flanged. Then you've got this seal which goes in this side. So they need to go in first. Obviously this goes in first, sorry, then the seals go in, and then obviously the spindle. So yeah, I'm going to clean these up and then put them all in and then connect it all up, and you'll see the finished result. Might be a few seconds for you, probably about 15-20 minutes for me. Right, just a quick change of plans slightly. Instead of putting the swing arm straight into the frame, I'm going to put the forks back on, and then I'll have a little bit more clearance because I can put the frame up on its main stand, which is actually still connected. I haven't got the spring attached at the moment, but I can always do that later. So what we're going to do now is put the handlebars back on and then put the forks in. I'm not going to do anything up tight just yet, it's just enough so it's stable and I can roll it around. Right, so we've got the, we have to flip it upside down to get the forks in. They did not want to go back into the yokes at all, so we had to get a screwdriver. I'll show you. Grab this one down here. Had to get a screwdriver in here and spread the load, spread it, so then the forks would slide down into where we wanted them. These ones down here were extremely pliable. I can actually show you if you get the fork. If I get the screwdriver in there, and you can. Actually, I already put the bolt in. Never mind. Haha. Don't teach me for saying that. They've got the head of the bolt in there, so we can hold them fairly firm. But obviously, like I said before, these are going to be changed because they're too far gone. This is just so we can, as I said before, hold it up, move it around and do whatever we need to do with it. So yeah, I needed help from a friend of mine who's here. I couldn't have done it on my own, to be honest with you. A bit awkward. Anyway, Right, we're going to flip this over and then we're going to attach the swing arm. Sorry I can't film this on a tripod. I've forgotten the little adapter. I'll just grab the tripod and show you. The little thing that sits in there and screws to the back of the camera. Unfortunately I didn't bring it with me, which is a bit dumb. Left it on the coffee table. Anyway, crack on to the next bit and I'll show you once we've got the rear swinging arm in. And hopefully I can then prop it up and have it out of the way. And you never know, I might be able to get the car back in here. Possibly. Right, next bit.
He's on.
Right, we just got the swing arm in position. I just had to tap it in with a hammer. Can you pull out a little bit actually? Yeah, well actually no, you can zoom in a little bit. There we go. As you can see there, he's against the frame. I put some grease in against the bearing seal, the seals and the frame. So next thing I'm going to try and hold this and grease try and grease the spindle. I don't think it'll go anywhere, and if it does we can always slide it back up because it's greased. So if we put a bit of grease on the spindle, and what we're going to do is tap it in from the gear lever side of the bike. So what we're going to do, actually is there...
Yeah, I thought it was going the other way because you wanted to work on this side, which meant the nut was going this side.
That's true actually. I can't remember if I need a collar. If there's a collar it goes in there, I can't remember. But it is flanged. It has got like a built-in collar on it. So what we're going to do is try and line that up like that. There we go. Right, that's going through. Oh, it's going through really nicely. And make sure it's level on the other side. Right, he's through. And that side, as you can see, there's plenty of grease in there. Plenty of grease. So I put a bit in the thread of the nut. Can you see okay on the screen?
It's okay.
Yep. So what I do is put the nut on there. There he goes, he's going on by hand at the moment. We'll tighten him up in a bit. Let's do him up. Wish I had a socket on me right now, but never mind, it's not a problem. I can do that in a sec. Right, that's as tight as I can get it with my fingers. You can pull back a bit, George, so you can see all of it. Right, okay, so we have the frame, swinging arm, wheel together at last, after all this time.
You knew that, didn't you?